Picture this. It's the year 2125, and you're celebrating your 150th birthday. Vibrant, sharp, and full of life. Sound impossible? Maybe not for long. Groundbreaking scientific advancements are rapidly making extended lifespans a tangible possibility. We're about to explore the astonishing research that could redefine what it means to be human, and forever change our understanding of life and death. For thousands of years, humans have dreamed of living forever. From the ancient epic of Gilgamesh to Taoist elixirs of immortality, from Ponce de Leon's fountain of youth to modern anti-aging serums. The quest has always been the same. How can we stop the clock? But today, that dream isn't just myth or legend. It's becoming a scientific question, one that researchers around the world are trying to answer. To understand how we might live longer, we first need to understand why we age. Every second, cells in your body are dividing, repairing, and dying. Over time, small errors add up, like typos in a long document. DNA gets damaged, proteins misfold, cells stop dividing properly. One major culprit: telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes. Each time a cell divides, telomeres shorten. When they get too short, the cell stops dividing altogether. That's aging at the cellular level. A scientist discovered the enzyme telomeres, which can rebuild those telomeres. In theory, this could let cells divide far longer than normal. In practice, though, there's a catch. Too much telomerase activity can also lead to cancer, where cells divide uncontrollably. So, nature built a trade-off: longevity versus safety. In the early 2000s, scientists studying tiny yeast cells found something fascinating. Certain genes, later called sirtuins, seemed to control how quickly the cells aged. When researchers activated those genes, the yeast lived up to 30% longer. Later, studies in mice and worms showed similar results. These sirtuins act like molecular repair crews, turning on when we're under mild stress, such as fasting or exercise. That discovery led to a modern longevity trend: caloric restriction. Eating less seems to activate the same biological survival mode, slowing down aging in animals, and possibly in humans. One leading researcher believes that aging is actually a loss of cellular information, like a computer slowly corrupting its files. If we can reboot those cells, we could reverse aging entirely. That's not science fiction. In 2016, researchers began experimenting with cellular reprogramming. They used a set of molecules known as the Yamanaka factors to turn adult cells back into youthful stem cells. In 2020, a team managed to restore vision in blind mice by reprogramming their eye cells to a younger state, without causing cancer. It was one of the first real examples of reversing aging in a living animal. Imagine that. Not just slowing aging, but rolling it back. Of course, biology isn't the only path to immortality. Some scientists are looking to technology. There's cryonics, freezing the body after death in hopes future medicine can revive it. Companies are already storing hundreds of clients this way. Then there's mind uploading, the idea of scanning the brain and transferring consciousness into a digital form. It's a controversial concept, but some tech pioneers believe that by the mid-21st century, humans could merge with machines. If our minds live in the cloud, does that count as living forever? But even if we could conquer death, should we? What would it mean for love, ambition, or purpose if time never ran out? Would we still value life if it had no end? And who would get access, the wealthy or everyone? Philosophers warn that eternal life could deepen inequality and even change what it means to be human. Psychologists also point out, our sense of meaning often comes from knowing life is finite. Take that away, and existence might lose its urgency. Still, real progress is happening. In recent years, researchers have announced breakthroughs in reprogramming and gene therapy that extended the lives of mice by up to 25%. Human trials are already being discussed. Meanwhile, drugs like metformin and rapamycin, originally designed for diabetes and immune suppression, are being tested for their potential anti-aging effects. Some scientists believe the first person to live to 150 may already be alive today. So, could we live forever? Maybe not yet, but we're learning how to bend time. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the biology of aging and perhaps how to master it. But as we peer further into the future, one truth remains. Living forever might not just be a question of science. It might also be a question of what it means to be human. Stay curious, and see you in the future.